Yo! so, your table tells you to play more interactions, and we're here for that. So, Kuya Mike, what are we going to be talking about?
So today we're gonna be doing removals, spot removals ng mga anything na nasa board na at
Well-
gusto nyo maalis. Sorry.
Well, most of it, we're just going to be talking about monocolored removals for now.
To add, yun nga kasi parang this would specifically be anything on the board. Meaning spot removals, hindi ito ranked best to lowest or whatnot. By the way, just to make sure. Pero ano-ano nga ba ang meron na removals na we have for you today?
Alright, so we're going to be talking about that, and stay tuned. So yun, we're back. And
Hello.
Anong una sa list natin? What color? We're gonna do it in a color type.
Okay.
Saan tayo magsisimula? White.
Well, for some reason, pero again, not ranking, pero let's do white
Yeah.
to begin.
By color lang muna.
Okay. So, first we have Jerome Dudy.
Well, this is actually a good removal for casuals. Destroy Evil. So basically what we're gonna mention here are mostly good for casuals. Destroy Evil is a 1 colorless and a 1 white. It's an instant, choose one, which is what I like about cards na may modes. So
Oh, yeah.
either you get to destroy target creature with toughness 4 or greater, or destroy target enchantment. And what else do we have here, Kuya Mikes?
All right, so next we have Dispatch. So Dispatch is a 1 white instant. So what it does, or what anong ginagawa niya is it taps a target creature, isa, and then meron siyang additional which is Metalcraft. So guys, if you know Metalcraft, if you control 3 or more artifacts, exile that creature instead.
This is good for artifact decks.
Yes.
If your tech with your deck is with your artifacts, this is a must-have for. It's just a 1 CMC removal. So exile also is a good option kasi, well, basically ang kinukuha ko talaga dito is the exile effect eh.
Oo naman, indestructible.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, indestructible. We don't care. And there are other effects like this, like you guys already know about this, like Path to Exile.
Of course.
Yeah. Well, it gives them a mana or a land tap, but that's fine.
Or yung kapatid.
Yeah, which is Sword to Plowshares that gives them life, which is okay. So what else ang iba natin mga spell removals here that exiles?
Okay, well, for that effect, exile. So for this one, this is a creature actually. This is Skyclave Apparition. So it's a 3 CMC, 1 generic, and 2 white pips. Core spirit siya. And then when Skyclave Apparition enters, exile up to 1 target non-land, non-token, permanent you don't control with converted mana cost of 4 CMC or less. So basically, ETB niya, cast siya, so may tao ka na, mang-exile ka pa ng any non-land, non-token 4 CMC pababa.
4 CMC. Well, actually 4 CMCs, land permanents are considered like 1 ring, which is indestructible. You can exile
Goodbye.
that. Or Smothering Tide, or
Obsidian.
Mystic Study, or things that are 4 CMC or less. Which is,
Even Mystic Remora, sorry, just to add, even
Yeah.
Mystic Remora,
I mean, that's good.
papatulan nito.
yeah. And what else? We have also Solitude, which is a creature exile.
Yeah, do it.
It's basically free because you get to exile 1 white. It's 5 CMC creature, flash, and if you get to stick it on the board, you have a flash lifelink creature na 3/2, which gives you lifelink.
Ito yung just to add, ito yung elemental cycle ng MH2 ata na sobrang
Yeah, elementals.
grabe.
Really
Elementals na parang may free cast-ish kung tutusin. And the rest, anyway, we're doing white.
good. Yeah.
Pero just to
There's
add
so
that,
many good removals in
sobra.
Yeah, you have modes kasi with white. With white din kasi we have I haven't seen much of these cards yet. So, yung Fateful Absence.
Yes, this is from Midnight.
Yeah, Midnight Hunt.
From the Innistrad cycle or block ata. So Fateful Absence is a 2 CMC instant, 1 generic and 1 white, and then destroy target creature or planeswalker. So, dalawa pwede niyang
Or
targetin.
planeswalker, which is
Or
a really hard
planeswalker.
thing to... Well,
Yes.
unless you swing at them, at least you can just...
Yes,
you can
usually
do this.
sinasapak mo na yung planeswalker
Oh.
to get rid of them. But with this one, it gives you that option. Walang creature on board, pero may walker na makulit, Teferi,
Yeah.
kunyari.
We're back to destroy. So we have Generous Gift.
Oh, favorite.
Yeah, Generous Gift is also similar with Stroke of Midnight.
Yes.
They're both 3 CMCs, 2 colorless and 1 white, both instants. And they get to destroy, well, I'm sorry, similar lang almost, but the thing with Generous Gift, you get to destroy a permanent.
Yes.
Kahit lupa,
With that difference.
you get to destroy it. But for Stroke of Midnight, you get to hit a non-land permanent. Well, Planeswalkers, enchantments, like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Parang kung tutuusin, no, I would say sana 2 CMC tong si Stroke of Midnight for some reason.
I think that's too strong.
Oh.
Kind of strong pa rin.
Okay, maybe. But the difference is you get an elephant kasi. with
There's a
Generous
drawback.
Gift.
It gives them creatures.
Destroys their commander. Who
Well,
cares?
I guess you get to remove a bigger threat than
Get
giving
an
them
elephant.
a creature.
Go ahead. Get an
Yeah.
elephant.
There's also Get Lost. I like playing this card
Yes.
because I get to say Get Lost.
Well, maybe not in that manner naman. Pero syempre at the back of our mind, pag may makulit na commander, sorry.
Well,
get lost.
the thing I like about Get Lost is it's also modal. You get
Yeah.
to target a creature, an enchantment, or a planeswalker.
Yeah, you get 3.
Yeah, and if it resolves, the controller that gets destroyed is they're gonna make 2 map tokens that enters tap.
Napaka-fair. Kasi they get 2 tokens, map tokens, pero effort actually gamitin ang map tokens.
Yeah, actually, it's
Parang, they get something in return. They get a value of it. Maybe yun nga, parang it would count on a blessing or anything permanent.
sometimes you don't need to worry about the drawbacks.
Exactly.
You just need to worry about what you're gonna remove.
You remove what you have to remove.
Yeah. We also have Thraben Charm. Very underrated card in my opinion.
Modal.
It has 3 modes kasi. It's a 2 CMC instant, 1 colorless, 1 white. It deals damage equal to twice the number of creatures you control to target creature. So basically, if you're a tokens deck, that helps. And also, it gets to destroy a target enchantment and exile any number of target players, plural, graveyards.
Yeah, so yung mga nagogolgari dyan, parang add ko lang Thraben Charm. Nabunot mo siya, walang creature, pero may Ristic. No problem.
True.
Diba? Or
True.
walang creature, walang enchantment, pero may Golgari nga. At meron ng, parang let's say may Ballista, may Chaos na sa graveyard. Here's your answer.
One more we have here is, well, we have 3 more. There's Unidentified Hovership. It's an artifact vehicle. So yung mga vehicles decks or mga mono white artifact decks, you can also consider having this. This is a flying 3 mana, 1 generic, 2 white. It's when it enters, exile up to 1 target creature with toughness 5 or less.
That's 5 or less.
And if it leaves the battlefield, the exiled card's owner manifests dread. And you can only crew it for 1.
Well, just for 1. Value siya kasi, yun nga, it's a vehicle, naku-crew, nagiging creature, but with an ETB, regardless if na-crew na.
I mean,
di ba?
considering the new set, which is Spider-Man, there are web-slinging mechanics in that. So if you get to tap a creature you have, you get to return that creature which is tapped. It helps reduce the mana cost of the spell that you're gonna cast. And it's also considerable naman. And
sobra.
We also have in white, which is Unwanted Remake. 1 CMC,
underrated.
Destroy target creature, and its controller Manifest Dread. Well, Manifest Dread, medyo okay lang.
Sobrang panalo sa akin ng card na to kasi Manifest Dread, you get to destroy, tapos it doesn't always benefit yung Manifest Dread na
You get to disrupt their top deck.
Kasi if it's a win con na pala, yun nasa top, or alimbawa nag-worldly, nag-vampiric, nilagay nila sa top, sabog.
that
diba?
That works well.
That works. So, napaka-underrated.
Alright.
Sobra.
We know with white naman, sometimes white have a lot of problems with lands or ramp. So you guys can consider MDFCs like Witch Enchanter.
Yes.
Witch Enchanter can be a land, which is yung likod niya.
Backside.
You have to pay 3 life, it enters untapped. But if you're gonna cast it as a creature, it enters and it gets to destroy a target artifact or enchantment and opponent controls. So that's also good. Based for creature decks, or pag kailangan mo ng lupa. Sometimes, if I need to worthy tutor this, if I needed the land, I get to get this creature and then I just play the backside of it.
Alam mo ang funny, no? White actually, parang ano siya, advocator ng enchantments. But the answer to those enchantments, nasa white din.
Yeah.
Anyway, just add.
For some reason, they kind of hate enchantments too.
Yeah.
Special mention, we have, well, hindi siya removal, but it's more like a disruption. We have Darksteel Mutation.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. If this lands on someone's commander, which is a commander-centric deck, it negates a lot of stuff. Especially pag yung commander nila helps in running the deck. And then you get to, or just something na ayaw mong humampas sa'yo na malaki. It's an indestructible thing.
Yes.
Pero it stays there as long as it sticks.
May tatapat ako sa'yo dito for that one. Dog Umbra.
Oh, that's Flash. Flash naman yun.
Hindi ata eh. Parang gusto ko lang siya idagdag. Kasi Dog Umbra, ano siya eh, may totem armor siya.
Oh,
so
yeah.
it disables the opponents na lang. It disables the opponent's creature. Tapos may totem armor. So, try nila i-remove. Babalik. Parang...
Alright. Now, here on our favorite color.
Oh, yes.
Some people hate.
Can we save this? I wanna save this color for the...
But we're doing by color.
Okay, fine. Sorry.
Alright. So, we're gonna be doing blue.
Yes.
So, go ahead, Mike. Take it away on the first one.
So, blue. My favorite. Just so you know. Okay. Syempre, start tayo with isa to lagi. Ginagamit ko. Blue Elemental Blast. So, this is a 1 blue instant. Encounters a red spell or destroys a red card in play.
Yeah. Even if it's multicolored, you can get to counter it or destroy it.
Basta may red ka, dead ka.
Yep. What else do we have? We have Chain of Vapor.
Your favorite.
Yeah. So, Chain of Vapor is good in some decks.
Yes.
For example, if you're a land deck and you get to recur your lands, that helps in some way.
In a way. Pero, I would say Chain of Vapor, nasa ano to eh, nasa EDH scene to. Madalas.
Most likely.
Abolisher. Ano pa ba yung mga ganun, Voice of Victory, yung mga ano na yan, yung mga defense grid na yan, go away.
Well,
not today.
As much as you can play efficient cards, you play them. We also have the counterpart, kasabay din ni Blue Elemental Blast is...
Of course, si
Hydroblast.
Hydroblast. So, same, almost, actually, just so you know, guys, may slight difference to. But, want to cast instant, counter target spell, if it's red, or destroy target permanent, if it's red. Diba?
Yep. Alright, so consider naman natin yung mga exile with blue. We have Curse of the Swine. Medyo high consumption siya ng mana. You have to pay enough, but it's still good kasi it gets to exile.
Mamimigay ka ng Peppa Pig dito. A lot of Peppa Pig kung marami kang mana. Diba?
Kaya Curse of the Swine. Pero what I like about this card kasi, very underrated din siya.
Yes.
Sometimes you just need to remove one thing, which is yung commander ng iba or an indestructible creature that you cannot deal with. Like for example, may parating na Blightsteel Colossus.
Exactly.
Exile it as much as you can.
Always the thing with exile kasi. Sobra.
We also have Destroy in blue, which is what's blue happy about. We have Pongify and Rapid Hybridization.
Yeah, pretty much the same. Want to cast instant with Pongify. You destroy target creature. It can't be regenerated. And its controller creates an ape. Whereas in Rapid Hybridization,
can't be regenerated also.
And it turns to frog.
Frog naman.
So, imagine mo pag nag-tandem yung... let's say Azorius deck ka. You have two of these. Pongify, or Rapid Hybrid.
I put those in.
And then you have Generous and... Stroke of Midnight.
It's so bad.
Grabe.
You're gonna be a control deck as in. Sometime I use here Raven Form. Very underrated also. Pero it's still a good removal kasi you can use the Foretell. Foretell is like, I'm gonna cast this later. If I don't have anything else to do, I just hide it away for a while.
Yes. Nabunot mo siya, nasa hand mo siya. Let's say, sobra ka ng hand size, your 8 cards. Hindi mo ka naman kailangan gamitin. Foretell mo muna, keep your hand size at 7, or yun ka, parang ang daming benefit. Sobra.
The good thing about this, it's also modal. You get to choose, you can exile a target artifact or a creature. But ito naman yung isa sa mga gusto ko and one of my pet cards in blue.
Yeah, you did mention.
It's Resculpt. I always tell blue players to use this card because it's really good. It exiles target artifact or creature, 2 CMC instant. Its controller creates a 4/4 blue-red elemental creature token. So, sobrang ganda nito kasi you get to exile a One Ring also, in instant,
Yeah.
or you get to exile creatures which are indestructible. That helps a lot. Alright, so what else do we have here? We have bounce spells
Yes.
in removals, which is here. We have
Of course. So for this one, yun nga, pasok natin sa Into the Flood mo. So this is new. This is from Bloomberry. Want to cast instant. So may parang siyang it's a Bloomberry trick bagong pinasok nila. So
There's a gift.
There's a gift. So gift a tapped fish. So what it does is you may promise an opponent a gift as you cast this spell. So mamimigay ka ng tapped fish na 1/1. And then ang mangyayari is if you do that, magagawa or mapufulfill mo yung second ability. So normally, pag hindi ka nag-gift kasi, Into the Flood mo is return target creature an opponent controls to its owner's hand. Creature lang. But if the gift was promised, you return a target non-land permanent an opponent controls to its owner's hand instead.
most likely
Value.
I get to cast the non-land part kasi mas maraming in my case kasi I see a lot of permanents na hindi creatures
Sobra.
na mas mahirap tanggalin. So usually I use the Into the Flood mo.
Planeswalker.
Yeah, planeswalkers, enchantments like that.
One ring.
Yeah, because blue doesn't have that much removal for enchantments.
Kung tutuusin. Yeah, we rely on these non-land bound spells.
That's good. So we also have Sink into Stupor.
Yes, another one of my...
These are bounce spells on the stack. You
Very
get
good.
to bounce spells on the stack also, or permanents naman. And it's also an MDFC.
Yes.
3 CMC, instant, 1 generic, 2 blue. You get to bounce a target spell or non-land permanent an opponent controls to its owner's hand. Alright, we also have Unsubstantiate, which
Underrated.
is... Yeah, also underrated. Unsubstantiate is a 2 CMC instant, 1 generic, 1 blue. Return target spell or creature to its owner's hand.
Alam mo, lagi ko pinopromote tong card na to kasi ang daming nagsasabi, cannot be countered, mga ganyan-ganyan. Unsubstantiate mo.
Yeah, there are spells right now that cannot be countered, like my coma.
Right.
So if I see unsubstantiate, okay, I know. All right, so I'm just gonna return it. So those are good spells talaga. Uncounterable spells can be bounced.
They can be answered.
They can be answered. So what else do we have here? We have creature removals. Also, like
Yeah, this is a bounce and this is a classic actually. This is Unsummon.
One CMC.
Underrated. 1 CMC instant, return target creature to its owner's hand.
Yeah, for budget
You're on a
builds.
budget build, you're on a pauper build. This is actually a value card for you.
right, and also we have suspend. Well, these are special mentions. Basically, these are not hard removals. These are like soft removals. Like give you time.
These
to
are annoying removals.
recuperate or something. So if you cast suspend, it's a 1 CMC instant blue. Exile target creature and put 2 time counters on it. If it doesn't have suspend, it gains suspend. So I like this card also because it exiles a creature, gives you time to recuperate, or before that pesky creature that tries to hit you, you get to exile it
If
first.
someone's going to combo off,
That's good.
and
With-
suspend. Alam mo, dagdag ko lang, no? Funny with suspend, pag ang gumamit nito is proliferate deck.
oh god.
Goodbye! Goodbye!
Ay, nako.
Diba? Anyway.
You can't stop it. They just proliferate. All right. So we have also enchantments
Oh my god.
in blue. These are also not hard removals, but these are good soft removals. for a
I
bit.
want to put them in annoying removals.
I still would put them. It's an amphibian downpour. It has storm, flash. It attaches to creatures that you don't want to stay on the board that have abilities. Like what else? We also have Imprison in the Moon. These enchantments are 3 CMCs. The thing I like about Imprison in the Moon is the thing becomes permanent, which is a land na produces colorless land.
This is parang this is like a removal with a conscience. Sige, tinanggal mo yung commander ng kalaban eh. But they get a land in return. Parang, di ba?
Special mention siya kasi you get to target a land. There are lots of lands na utilities which are very hard to deal with.
Gates deck.
Shout out to those Gates deck users.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, Imprison in the Moon is one of the good cards that you can consider. We also have classic Cyclonic
Oh
Rift.
yeah.
Basically,
Same.
it's mass disruption, but for some case, they also use this for removals. 2 CMC instant bounce return on land that you don't control.
With an overload, you have to do the overload.
Yeah, you have you have an option to do. All right,
right.
now we're going to black.
All right. So
What do we
this
have
is the
with black?
color where it all started.
Yeah.
Black. Black
Miss-
is removal.
Yeah,
Diba? So, first on the list, we have Cast Down. 2 CMC, 1 generic, and 1 black. Instant. Destroy target non-legendary creature. So, it doesn't have to be the commander. Makuha mo to, or you need to respond and answer, or anything, any case-to-case basis. This is the card for you. It
Yeah.
removes anyone as long as it's not legendary.
sometimes you don't need to deal with legendary creatures. You just need to do something.
Yes.
We also have Come
Alright.
Back Wrong.
Napaka-underrated. Actually, parang I would say, bihira ko nga makita to. Pero from Duskmorn, Come Back Wrong. 3 CMC sorcery, 2 generic and 1 black. It destroys target creature. Pero, if a creature card is put in a graveyard this way, return it to the battlefield under your control. Diba? And then, you sacrifice it at the beginning of your next endstep. Pero, combo piece, mga ganon. Well, not today.
You
Wag
would
muna.
consider adding this in ETB trigger decks. Kasi, for example, there's a good value creature on opponent's board. You get to destroy it, goes to graveyard, goes to your field. You get to take advantage of that ETB trigger as well.
Namimigay ng +1/+1 or
True.
kagaya ni Wood Elves na papa-fetch ng land.
Yep. Alright, so what else do we have?
Next is Cut Down. So this is 1 CMC, 1 black, instant, destroys target creature with total power or toughness of 5 or less. Medyo magmamath, pero
Magmamath.
magmamath ng konti. Kasi it has to be total of power 3-2, 2-3, 1-4, 4-1, mga ganon. So, anyway, they're destroyed. 5 or less.
This is good in early game. Cut Down is actually a good underrated card in early games, especially
Sobra.
for those yung mga creatures na nagsisnowball habang
Yeah.
lumalaki sila. Hanggat
Frenzied-
maliit pa sila.
Frenzied Baloth.
Yeah, hanggat maliit pa I mean, yeah. Hanggat maliit pa yung mga creatures na yun, you get to deal with those. Alright, what else do we
Obviously.
have?
Okay, I think this is probably everyone's favorite.
One of the
or-
best cards in black.
Alright, this is Deadly Rollick. So this is 4 CMC, 3 generic and 1 black, instant. But if you control a commander, you may cast this spell without paying its mana cost. Basically what it does is exile target creature.
Yeah, sometimes
Man,
you don't need to worry about the mana cost.
enough said.
Yeah, and also, as long as you control a commander. So it doesn't mean that your commander. If you get to control others' commanders, you get to use this spell for free.
For some reason.
For some
no?
reason, you get
For
to
some
steal. You get to
reason.
steal their commanders. Yeah. What else?
Nasty.
What else do we have? We have
All right,
Defile.
let's move on to Defile. 1 CMC instant. Target creature gets -1/-1 until end of turn. Pero for each swamp. So if mono black ka, you have 7 swamps.
Yeah, if you have your
for
board,
1 CMC,
you have
man.
your board on the field.
Gideon, goodbye.
That helps. What else do we have here? Yung mga -1/-1. We also have Tragic Slip.
Tragic Slip, grabe. 1 CMC instant. Target creature gets -1/-1 until end of turn. But with an ability of Morbid, that creature gets -13 instead until end of turn. Instead, if a creature died this turn, may pagka-revolt effect siya.
Why is it -30 though? Is it an unlucky number?
I mean, siguro
That's why it's tragic.
It's tragic. Nadulas sa sabon, di ba?
Sa bagay. I mean, he's falling down to a grave.
I mean, di ba? I mean, kung di ka, I mean, knock on wood.
No pun intended.
No pun intended. Madulas ka sa sabon if you're not pilay, something worse, di ba?
Alright. Okay, what else do we have here? We have Destroy in black, which is Feed the Swarm.
Feed the Swarm.
Yeah.
Underrated. Pero may familiarity and medyo, gamit sa iba. 2 to cast, 1 generic, 1 black, sorcery. Destroy target creature or enchantment. And you lose life equal to that permanent's converted mana cost. Life is a resource, risky, kailangan sagutin, or creature, this one's for you.
Well, black mostly has a lot of gain life mechanics. And also, as far as I recall, I think Feed the Swarm is the first black spell that can deal with enchantment.
Yes!
Right? Yeah. So that's actually a good find
Yes.
when this was printed. And what else? We also have the same as Withering Torment.
Yeah, Withering Torment.
This is a bit of a power creep.
For this one, from Duskmorn, again, 3 CMC naman siya, 2 generic and 1 black. Instant, destroy target creature or enchantment at the exchange of you lose 2 life. Again, black, life as a resource.
2 life lang naman.
2 life lang naman. Maliit na bagay.
Alright, so we also have Infernal Grasp, which is 2 CMC, destroy target creature, you lose 2 life as well. So anti-creature naman siya. We also have one this is one of my favorites in the Throne of Eldraine set.
Yeah.
It actually spiked up one time, and I keep using this on my black decks, which is Murderous Rider.
Must have, huh?
Yeah, it helps you gain life as well, meron siyang life link, but the most important part there is the half, which
The adventure side.
The adventure side.
The
the swift
adventure side.
end. It's a 3 CMC, 1 generic, 2 black, instant, destroy target creature or planeswalker, you lose 2 life.
Again.
And then if ever you need a creature on board, you can cast this on its adventure from exile, and then you have a creature.
With lifelink,
Yep.
just so you know.
What else do we have? We also have Shieldred's Edict.
Grabe to, favorite. So if mga kalaban mo is mga light boss, di ba? Yung mga Wilson.
Oh, yung mga Voltron
yung
decks.
mga Voltron decks. So watch out for this card. Shieldred's Edict. 2 to cast, 1 generic, 1 black, instant. Now you choose one of the 3 modes. First is each opponent sacrifices a non-token creature, or each opponent sacrifices a creature token, or each opponent sacrifices a planeswalker. Pansin ko sa black, medyo masagot sila sa planeswalkers, no?
And creatures mostly.
Mostly creatures. Yeah, that's a given.
What else? We have Nowhere to Run. So it says on the card itself, Nowhere to Run. It's a 2 CMC enchantment with flash. 1 generic, 1 black. When it ETBs or enters, target creature an opponent controls get -3/-3.
Until end of turn.
Which is good. Especially if that creature has hexproof. You can't run. It says creature opponent's control can be target of spells and abilities as though they didn't have hexproof. Ward abilities of those creatures don't trigger. So which is a good evasive removal that you can go through ward or hexproof, or does it say shroud?
A hexproof.
Okay, well, shroud, you're safe.
A ward. Pero nowadays, ward eh. And funny nitong card, no? Timing na Duskmorn siya. Duskmorn, you guys know, parang ito yung entry, expansion, or plane ng MTG na more on parang horror and
horror
ganyan,
thematic siya.
diba? And for a card to be named Nowhere to Run, parang
Very thematic.
parang you're imagining nasa likod mo yung ano.
That's good, that's good.
May chainsaw and everything. Anyway.
Alright, what else we have here? We have a free spell also, which is conditional. Similar as Deadly Relic, and it says here Snuff Out. Yes. Same with the CMC, 3 generic, 1 black, instant. If you control a swamp, you may pay 1 life rather than 4 life rather than pay the spell's mana cost and destroy target non-black creature. It can't be regenerated.
Yeah,
also
regenerate.
a good card.
Goodbye. No, not today.
All right, and well, this is one of the cards in this new set of Spider-Man.
Yeah, from Spider-Man,
Yep.
fresh.
This is good kasi it deals with creatures na indestructible. So akala nila ang black walang pangsagot doon. Well, you guys now have the Spots Portal.
Yes.
The 3 CMC, 2 generic, 1 black, instant. Put target creature on the bottom of its owner's library. You lose 2 life unless you control a villain. Sometimes you don't need to worry about it.
Conditional pa. Hindi, actually conditional eh. Parang first time kasi mostly you lose 2 life. Pero ito, if may villain ka, I'm sure, which is, you would definitely have. So, wala kang lose 2 life. And parang just to add though, nakakatawa kasi if Rakdos ka, you have Chaos Warp, and then you have this, na almost parang similar yung ginagawa.
I'd like to see this card in more plays, actually.
Yun nga eh. I'm expecting more appearances for this one.
Alright, moving on, we have Red.
Now, Red.
Okay, to be fair, I don't know much about Red, so I think Kuya Mike has a lot to know about that. Input?
Red. Okay, well,
Yung Stella.
to start with, let's this is a classic. This is a braid. So what we have here is 2 to cast, 1 generic and 1 red instant. Modal siya kasi. So you can choose one of the 2. A braid deals 3 damage to target creature or destroy target artifact. if ang comment ko sa white is they have the answers to their own enchantments, red happens to be something of allergic medyo sa artifacts. Even though ma-artifact din naman
They
sila.
melt iron.
Well, they, literal.
Yeah.
So next is
We have here Fire Blast. Alright, so Fire Blast.
favorite.
Okay, sometimes we don't need to consider about the mana cost, but the good thing about this kasi you get to sacrifice 2 mountains. Sometimes it matters.
Yes.
You just want to answer on the stack before something happens. You can just sack two mountains and then it helps. Like instant 6 mana, 4 generic, 2 red. You may sacrifice 2 mountains rather than pay the spell's mana cost and deals 4 damage to any target.
Pwedeng sa creature, pwedeng sa mukha.
Or Planeswalker. It says
Or
any
Walker.
target. Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. Alright, what else do we have here? We have...
This is a classic, Incinerate. So, ito yung mga nagpaumpisa ng mga may conditional na masasabi ko. Incinerate is 2, 1 generic, and 1 red instant. Deals 3 damage to target creature or player. And creatures damaged by Incinerate cannot regenerate. So, sila yung mga parang nag-umpisa ng mga gantong effect.
Yung may modes.
Yeah, Lightning Bolt, 3 damage, rekta. Pero ito,
Alright.
if may regenerate effect or something like that, not today. Sorry.
Yep. Oh, well, glad you mentioned Lightning Bolt.
Sorry.
It's actually underrated in some case. I don't see it much now. Pero I think considered about yung mga creatures ngayon, medyo malalakas. Yung mga 2 CMC creatures or small creatures na 3 power,
Matataba yung
3 toughness
nila.
Yeah. Sometimes you get to deal with those with just Lightning Bolt. It helps. Or just on the stack, if someone tries to win with 3 life left, hit them with the Lightning Bolt. Well, they say, better removal is pay removal. Diba?
Obviously.
Alright, so what else? We have also Chaos Warp. Okay, what is Chaos Warp? Everyone
As
knows.
mentioned kanina, Chaos Warp is 3, 2 generic, and 1 red. Instant, the owner of target permanent shuffles it into their library, then reveals the top card of their library. If it's a permanent card, they put it on the battlefield. So, comboing off, Chaos Warp muna kita, whatever happens, ano man yung shuffle mo and reveal mo, it's a gamble, but that's something I'm willing to take.
Yep. Well, Chaos Warp is actually good. I always put this on my red deck. Iron Man. Yun lang naman yung red deck ko.
Okay.
Pero kasi Chaos Warp kasi is very used in most cases kasi you get to target a land.
Yes,
Yeah,
actually.
again, with the lands. Lands are mostly untouchable in some cases.
Yes.
So, syempre, some people don't like you touching their lands. Well, at least you get to use Chaos Warp in case that land is gonna be a threat.
So if gates and triggering off na yung mazes and Chaos Warp muna, pray tell na hindi gate yung lumabas.
Or with the lands right now with EOE, they have Evendo,
Yeah.
or what else? Urthros. Those lands can also be pesky. So you can also take those out with Chaos Warp.
Glad you mentioned Evendo, second coming ni Gaia's Cradle. Medyo nakikita na natin yung appearance niya.
It's fast in green decks. Green decks is very fast.
Easy to station.
We also have Pyrokinesis.
Pyrokinesis. This is sort of similar to Fire Blast, pero without the sacrificing of mountains. It's a 6 CMC, 4 generic, and 2 red instant. You may exile a red card from your hand rather than pay Pyrokinesis' mana cost. So what it does basically is Pyrokinesis deals 4 damage divided as you choose among any number of target creature. So wala man damage to sa player, but if may makukulit na 1/1s or merong creature 2, 3, and isa 1, you get to actually answer.
It's like a limited removal for creatures. So at least you get to remove some creatures. Let's say, for example, your opponents have target. Well, sometimes kasi hindi mo naman kailangan lahat sagutin eh.
I actually have a sample. Partner commanders minsan, Malcolm, Francisco, special mention, pero ito, good spell, 2 for 1.
Alright. Cool. Alright, so we also have the counterpart of Hydroblast and Blue Elemental Blast, which are Pyroblast, which is a 1 CMC red. Choose one counter target spell if it's blue, and destroy target or destroy target permanent if it's blue. For Red Elemental Blast naman, counter target spell to target blue spell or destroy target blue permanent.
So funny, no? Dalawang kulay, blue and red, having their own answers.
They're counterparts.
Yeah.
Okay. Really like it.
But is it a thing?
Alright, so we have also Wild Magic Surge. I haven't seen this card in much.
Bihira. So what we have here is Wild Magic Surge, 2 red, instant. destroy target permanent an opponent controls. Its controller reveals cards from the top of their library until they reveal a permanent card that shares a card type with that permanent.
Shares a card type?
It has to share. They put that card onto the battlefield and the rest on the bottom of their library in a random order. So I would still call timing restrictions for this if keyword share.
Well, ang habol mo lang naman kasi dito is destroy target permanent eh.
Well, yeah, mostly.
That's what I like about it.
Mostly.
Alright. We also have Wizard's Lightning.
Yeah, Wizard's Lightning. 3 CMC, 2 generic, and 1 red. Instant. This spell costs 2 less to cast if you control a wizard.
You're a wizard.
Wizard's Lightning deals 3 damage. So, 3 damage to any target. Notable ones, VV.
Any target.
Pwede.
Kind of like a lightning bolt also. Pero conditional siya as long as you have a wizard.
Has to have.
All right, moving on. My favorite color also, green. All right, so what I like about green is, well, green does a lot. And
it actually does.
We're going to start with Archdruid's Charm. All right, so this is one of in CDH play, I've seen this also, but I haven't seen it much anymore. But it's still good considered with casuals. 3 green, instant, choose one. You can either search your library for a creature or land card and reveal it. Put it on the battlefield tap if it's a land card. Otherwise, put it into your hand, then shuffle. Alright, so it's kind of like a crop rot na 3 CMC.
But you have options.
Yeah,
choices.
You have 2 more options, which is put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. It deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control. So it's not fight, it deals damage equal to its power. And the third one, which is I like the most, is exile target artifact or enchantment. Goodbye.
Parang here again, green is another color na masasabi nating laging may sagot sa enchantments and artifacts. I would understand artifacts pero with enchantments, parang wow, eto yung color na you really actually have to settle for.
I like situational cards where you can use them in most cases.
Same.
Alright, so we also have removals. Destroy, which is Beast Within. 3 CMC, 2 generic, 1 green. Instant, destroy target permanent. Again, it doesn't just target creature, it doesn't just target enchantment or artifacts, it also targets land. We also have Broken Bond.
Broken Bond.
Semi-ramp for me, if you're a landfall deck.
Yeah.
So I add more lands onto my deck if I have this. Broken Bond, 2 CMC sorcery, 1 generic, 1 green. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Sometimes I target an Urza Saga with this kasi it's an enchantment land. Diba? So, and I also get to play a land from my hand to play. This is actually underrated. I haven't seen these kinds of cards in play much.
So first one is what we have here is Contest of Claws. So this is 2 CMC, 1 colorless, 1 green. It's a sorcery. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to another target creature. So it doesn't have to be yours.
It's not fighting.
Pwede sa opponent. And then if excess damage was dealt this way, discover X, where X is that excess damage.
Oh, it has a free cast on a stick.
Yes. So there's a trick behind it. So discover is exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a non-land card with mana value equal or less. Pero sabi mana value or less, cast it without paying its mana cost.
So basically, if you deal 5 more damage on it, you get to discover 5. So you can cast anything which is 5 or less.
Natawa ko naisip ko si Galta.
I'm not sure if timing restriction but yeah, it's a sorcery speed, so basically you're just casting this on
You
your
would
turn.
definitely do it on the main phase.
Yeah.
Pero imagine mo Galta.
What else? We have the Drop of Honey.
Oh, this is classic. This one is from Arabian Nights.
Arabian.
One CMC one CMC enchantment. During your upkeep, the creature in play with the lowest power is destroyed and cannot be regenerated. If there's a tie, you choose which to destroy. Drop of Honey must be discarded if there are no creatures in play. Grabe to. Parang
Well, the turnaround about this card is you get to choose, not target, which is nice. It says here the creature in play with the lowest power.
Yes.
Yep.
It's another target.
All right. I also have here Force of Vigor. Basically a free cast spell for me. I just need to exile a green on my hand, and then you get to cast the Force of Vigor, which is 4 CMC, 2 green, 2 generic. And also, if it's not your turn, Well, yun lang yung drawback niya if it's not your turn. Well,
Yeah, has to be someone else's turn. This is a response card.
Yeah, well, basically it's instant naman, so you're doing it as a response.
Yes.
And you
most of the
get to
time.
destroy up to 2 target artifacts and or enchantments. Alright? And we also have... Okay, I have 2 cards in green also, which I like to add in my casual decks. Heritage Reclamation.
Yep.
1 generic, 1 green. Choose 1, destroy target artifact, destroy target enchantment, or exile up to 1 target card from a graveyard and draw a card.
Yeah.
So,
Mga graveyard dyan. Careful.
if they're trying to recur something from their graveyard and put it in the battlefield, just exile it first. Yeah? And you get to draw a card pa. And
Value.
yung card before this is Return to Nature, which is just the same thing.
Minus the draw. Minus the draw.
Okay, we also have split second cards with green,
Oh, yeah.
which are removals also. We have Cross and Grip, which is 2 CMC, 1 green instant, split second, destroy target artifact or enchantment. So if they're gonna combo off with an Isochrondomatic, you get to destroy it first in the first cast. And then you also have Legolas Quick Reflexes. This is only in LOTR, no?
This is from LOTR. Legolas's Quick Reflexes is a 1 green instant with split second. So split second is as long as the spell is on the stack, players can't cast spells or activate abilities
It has to resolve first.
that aren't mana
Unless there are trigger
abilities.
abilities on the stack.
So manggugulo ako, tatap ko lang yun lang. Offload ako.
Yeah, no, that's different. Iba naman yun.
And just to continue, so Legolas's Quick Reflexes, on top target creature, until end of turn, it gains hexproof, reach, and whenever this creature becomes tapped, it deals damage equal to its power to up to 1 target creature.
It's good. It's a removal and it's also a protection spell.
It guards up.
Yep. We also have classic Nature's Claim.
Oh yeah.
1 green instant. You can destroy either 1 target enchantment or artifact, and it's controlled against 4 life. And we have
as a
Ram
resource.
Through. As long as you have a creature on your board, it's an instant, 1 generic, 1 green. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control. Oh, this is good for what's the new card? Tifa? Yeah. This is good because you get to push the damage and trample it to your opponent. Because it says here, if the creature you controlled has trample, excess damage is dealt to that creature's controller instead. Alright.
Ang insulto no? So let's say hindi ka pa ma-atake nun, ram through ka muna, damage na yung opponent, tapos a-atake ka pa rin.
I can imagine the pain. Alright, and also special mention, same with Imprison in the Moon, we have Song of the Dryads in green. Enchant Permanent. Alright? Enchanted Permanent is a colorless forest land. Alright. What else do we have for special mentions?
So gusto ko lang idagdag to, no? So eto yung mga lands coming from the Neo Kamigawa. So we have 2 here. Pero let's start with Boseiju Who Endures. So this is a legendary land. It taps for a green, and then meron siyang ability kasi no channel. So channel actually is discard Boseiju. So nasa kamay siya, Who Endures. And then mangyayari is destroy target artifact, enchantment, or non-basic land an opponent controls. Yes, hindi pwedeng sa'yo. So that player may search their library for a land card with basic land type, put it on the battlefield, then shuffle your library. And to channel, activate it only for 1 generic and 1 green. And actually, may less pa to if you have a legendary creature.
As long as you have a legendary creature, it's 1 to activate. Also, what I like about this land removal is, well, I mentioned it's a land removal card also. So basically, a lot of sets are actually releasing a lot of utility lands.
Yes.
So you can also consider having this as a removal for lands like those. What else? We have Otawara, Soaring City. This is also good because it doesn't say an opponent.
Yes.
So you get to target, it says here 3. Channel activation is 3 generic and 1 blue. Discard Otawara and then return target artifact, creature, enchantment, or planeswalker to its owner's hand. This ability costs 1 less to activate for each legendary creature you control, which is good kasi you have to deal with a lot of things, but you don't need to worry about land naman. You have Otawara. And let's say, for example, you want to get your One Ring protection back again.
And do it again.
Target the One Ring, cast it again, you get the protection.
Yes,
Alright.
and ang maganda dito sa channel, no, hindi to naka-counter, just so you know.
Well,
this is an ability.
it's a hard to counter ability.
Yes,
It has to be counter target activated ability.
Stifle,
Yeah, Trick Bind.
Tails' End, Trick Bind.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. Do we
Yep.
have any?
I think maybe if we missed some of those cards that we didn't mention, you guys can leave it in the comments. Yep, and please don't forget to like,
Subscribe.
and leave a comment as well. All right, and also thank you guys for tuning in Balasa. This is again the Spot Removal Podcast. Maybe there's more. We don't know, hindi namin nabanggit. Pero we're gonna try to talk about Multicolored naman on our next podcast. And yeah, stay tuned for more. Keep shuffling and see you at the tables.
See you soon. Thank you.
Bye.